Trans Am, really good band. Yeah, everything they do is great. They haven't failed me yet. My buddy up in Seattle was hanging out with the drummer one time, and the drummer was telling him about how they take like up to 6 or 7 months just on mic placement in the studio. Like, okay, move it an inch back. Oh, move it to the left. It's like, that would drive me fucking insane. But, you know, I guess that's why it sounds so damn good. If you want to buy a really good Trans Am album, the cover's green, and it's something Future, and it's fucking just, oh my god. If you like metal and heavy shit like that, it is the greatest heavy rock album ever. Ever. Nothing beats it. Blues Explosion, this is their last good album. They've gone to shit, I don't know why. But yeah, when they came on the scene, when Blues Explosion, here, I'll find the other one. This is their last good one. It's really good. It's called Acme. Yeah. When Blues Explosion came on the scene, they were, oh my god. It was about mid-90s when I caught wind of them, and they were fucking explosive. I mean, the name fits. And it was a great relief to me because the 90s were fucking waning at that point. Oh my god, shit was getting lame and tired, and but these guys just, you know, they said, quit with the fucking sad boy bullshit melodramatic nonsense and let's get back to rockin', which is exactly what they did. And yeah, they were great for about 6-7 years, and then for some reason they got tired as well. I don't know why, but their albums just haven't been the same for quite a while. But this album, I got it upside down. This album here, when I first bought this album, when this album came out, it fucking blew me away. Like, oh my god, turn the fucking stereo up. For real. This is a badass fucking album. Some Jimi Hendrix. The best Jimi is bootleg. He only put out like 3 albums on, was it Warner Brothers, I think, and those are good albums, but the bootleg stuff is by far the best. And there's actually a bootleg of the last recordings he ever did. He did it with a horn section, and he was playing shit like Otis Redding type stuff, you know, like rock and soul, and it was fucking phenomenal. If he hadn't have died as soon as he did, if he'd have lived just a little bit longer, we would have got some music out of him that would have fucking just, oh man, you talk about fucking shit up. It's like Otis Redding meets Sly and the Family Stone, but yeah, it's fucking bootleg Jimi Hendrix. Nothing beats it. Miles Davis on vinyl. See, the key about vinyl is not just because it's cool. It's because it sounds better. It's when you buy the original print vinyl of this kind of stuff, what you're getting is a more direct example of what the artist intended. It's, you know, if you listen to this and then you listen to the CD, the reissue, where they fucking cleaned it all up and separated this and remastered it, you know, it's so gutless. It takes away its might, you know. And this is just a phenomenal album. I'm not a huge Miles Davis fan. He's not my favorite in the jazz world, but this album was whenever he started to get more into psychedelic type stuff. And this is a really mind-blowing album. Like, if you want to like sit and get high and listen to some fucking mind-blowing shit, put this on. One of my favorite songs of Lennon's is on here. It's Oh Yoko. I just love that song. It's a great melody. It's sweet. It's charming. It's everything Lennon is, you know. But my absolute favorite song that he ever did was Instant Karma. I mean, that's easily within my top 10 greatest songs ever written. But yeah, collector's item. Greatest song ever written in the history of rock and roll. Hey Sloopy. This is by far the prize of my collection. And, you know, all of these records I got at a mom and pa record store, an independent record store that's closed now. Every single one of these records I bought at a independent record store that, you know, went out of business because people aren't paying for music anymore. People aren't supporting musicians. You know, to be a musician now it's like a friend of mine put perfectly. It's like you're providing a public service. You know, you're like a volunteer. You know, it's volunteer work. So, but yeah, this is by far, you know, Hang On Sloopy is by far the greatest love song ever written. It really is. There's no competing with it. It's done. It's like, I made an argument before that there is no such thing as, you know, perfect music, but yeah, I was wrong. Because Hang On Sloopy is a perfect song. It really is. The McCoys. They were actually a gimmick band. They weren't like a real deal band. They were like a Monkees or a New Kids on the Block. But their guitarist was such a genius studio musician that he gave them an album that will stand the test of time. You know, I mean, I hear those drums at the beginning of Hang On Sloopy. I hear those drums and I hear that guitar come in, and all of a sudden I'm having a wonderful day. You know, I think I'll put it on as soon as I'm done making this video. Yeah. Greatest album of all time. And major collector's item. This is worth a ton of fucking cash. Oh, fucking house rockin' music, man. You want to listen to some shit. You want to get drunk and rowdy and have a great fucking time. Buy this album. Buy any of his albums. Anything you can find by Hound Dog Taylor. Because it's all fucking fabulous. It's all, you know, the motherfucker was a badass motherfucker. This one house I lived in for a while, the dad was an old hippie and a total blues fanatic. That's all he listened to was blues. And he was giving me a ride somewhere one time. It was just me and him. And I was making small talk and talking about how I was going through my dad's records. And I was like, man, I was going through my dad's records and I found this one album by Hound Dog Taylor. And when I said that, his eyes got all wide and lit up, and he like sat up in the chair while he was driving, and he's like, oh man, I saw Hound Dog Taylor once on my 21st birthday. I was in Iowa and I was bar hopping, and we ended up in this one bar, and it was just him and this other guitarist and a drummer, because this is who Blues Explosion was ripping off. They don't have a bass player. They just use 2 guitar and drums, and it works. But he's like, yeah, man, I stayed there all night. We didn't leave, and he just played and played all goddamn night. It was the best goddamn time I ever had in my life. And I can imagine, I mean, Jesus Christ. He's from Chicago. I mean, this is phenomenal. Phenomenal stuff. Look up the stuff that's on YouTube. Everything is gold. Everything he's ever did was just fucking magnificent.